Good evening. Welcome to this edition of Northeast Diary. Here we bring you the latest developments from India's unexplored Northeast region. Friends, the Northeast region is not just rich in flora and fauna, but it also has a rich tradition of weaving. People in this region have been weaving since ages, telling beautiful folk tales through their colorful clothes. In this edition of Northeast Diary, we take a look at the traditions that have survived, be it weaving or pottery. Since time immemorial, Naga ancestors passed down the rich tradition and customs through oral tradition or by practice. However, with the passage of time, the practices of the forefathers seem to have faded away amidst the fast-changing world. One such practice of the forefathers is the art of making pottery, which is made exclusively with the help of hands, which does not involve the wheel. Pottery, known to the early Nagas, was mostly done by women folk and not practiced by men. Our Kohima correspondent Asuno tells us about a village where this art is still being practiced.
Mimi village, one of the oldest villages of Kipri Aspirational district in Molomika range, is known for its art of pottery since centuries. Lolo, a potter, to keep the art alive in her village, she formed a self-help group where nearly 30 women potters are practicing this art form.
Our group is making the pottery in different shapes and sizes, such as cooking pots, kettle, filter, flower pots, and so on. It takes 1 day to make a small pot, while for bigger pots it takes around 2 days. To make these pots, we have to go to far areas or sometimes at our field to collect the raw materials, which include black and red soil and rocks. In a day, we can fetch 1 sack of raw materials, and these days we do not get much. After fetching the soil, we later pound the soil and dry it for days. These days, girl child are sent to schools, and there are only few people to learn this art, and we never know, one day this art may see natural death.
These women use pinching, coiled and the beaten method to make vessels of daily use. The vessels have distinctive purposes, shapes and names according to occasions. To make a pot, they beat the clay with bamboo logs on a wooden slab and add water to it. The pot are pinched into a basic shape and left to dry to leather hard. They are then beaten to a precise shape using tools made of bamboo, wood and clay. After this, they are fired in a pit with local wood. The final product is then used for household purpose and ready to be sold. Though it is rather sad to see the manual, authentic art and culture being taken over by machinery, technology and new industrial innovations, this dying art of Naga indigenous pottery making needs urgent attention to protect and preserve the cultural heritage. With Lipichin, this is Asanyo for Northeast Diary for AIR News, Kohima.
Apart from breathtaking waterfalls to rolling hills and countless blissful sceneries, a favorable climate which allows different types of horticulture crops to flourish is one among many gifts nature has endowed Meghalaya with. The state is home to different kinds of fruits which may be endemic to this geographical location and produces in plenty every single year. The plains and hills of Meghalaya are home to many fruits from which wine can also be made. Our Shillong correspondent Rustam has more details.
For almost 2 decades, homemade wine brewers have been drawing the attention of successive governments to legalize winemaking by organizing the iconic Wine Festival every November in Shillong. Better late than never, the state government, after a cabinet meeting, recently introduced the Manufacture and Sale of Homemade Fruit Wines Rule 2020, which means that the homemade winemaking is legal, and now winemakers can sell their produce in the market. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma has assured that there shall not be any heavy encumbrances on the local winemakers to encourage more productivity. He felt that the move will not only go a long way in boosting the horticulture sector of the state, tourism and generate revenue for the state exchequer, but once it blossoms into a cottage industry, industry, it will also help generate much-needed employment. He said that the state government has ensured that the ad valorem that is paid by these homemade wine producers will be much less compared to other products. The government has also ensured that the license fee will be only 7,500 rupees, and winemaking can be taken up by individuals, different cooperative societies or different companies. Welcoming the decision of the government, President of Meghalaya Winemakers Association Michael CM expressed happiness that it is the rightful culmination of a long and grueling campaign by all stakeholders.
Now that the government has decided, so we are very happy because finally, the people who are making wine can also enjoy the benefits from this. The horticulture sector in our state, especially the farmers who are, growing fruit trees, they will also benefit immensely because these wines are fruit-based wines. Besides, the employment also will be generated. The tourism sector also will get a boost because tourists, we all know that they want to flavor, taste local foods and local beverages. So these are the main points for which we have been campaigning all along.
The move will not only go a long way in boosting the income of winemakers, providing employment opportunities, tourism, and generate revenue, but it will also provide the much-needed help to farmers who grow fruits. This is Rustam for Northeast Diary from AIR News, Shillong.
This year, 30 young volunteers from across the country have received awards of national service. President Ramnath Kovind has given the awards in virtual mode. Let us talk about the National Service Award, which is given to the volunteers of the NSS. At present, NSS has about 40 lakh volunteers spread over the country. Here is a report from our Agartala correspondent Reena Nongmethem about 2 girl volunteers who have received the National Service Awards.
The President of India, Ramnath Kovind, on virtual mode last week, awarded 2 girl volunteers of the National Service Schemes NSS, Pooja Devarma and Supriya Das from Tripura, the prestigious National Service Award for 2018-19. Moreover, 10 program officers and 10 NSS units of the country received the award for their outstanding contributions. The prestigious National Service Award is given annually to recognize and reward outstanding contributions towards voluntary community service made by the universities and colleges, senior secondary schools, NSS units, program officers, and NSS volunteers. The motto of the NSS is "Not me, but you." Mr. Baumik, on his 2 students being awarded the National Service Award, said that
I feel proud to girls from our Tripura state achieve the award of NSS award, and it will give a message to central government that they are taking care of the girls and boys of youth of Northeast region. And I once again thanks the Delhi government being selected 2 women candidates from Tripura.
Recipient of the National Service, Supriya Das, shared.
My name is Supriya Das. First of all, thanks to our CM sir giving the big opportunity. I am very happy. Basically village area का जो girls boys उन लोगों को मैं मैसेज देना चाहती हूँ आगे बढ़े और काम करे अच्छे से.
Another recipient, Pooja Devarman, said,
मैं चाहती हूँ कि इसी तरह काम करके और आगे जाऊँ और NSS को आगे लेके जाऊँ और मेरे जो छोटे भाई और बहन हैं मेरे सीनियर जैसे की तरह काम करके आगे जाए.
The young volunteers of NSS work on issues of social relevance which keep evolving in response to the needs of a community through regular and special camping activities. They work on literacy and education, health, family welfare and nutrition, and also towards environment conservation, social service, empowerment of women, and also in rescue and relief during calamities. This is Reena Nongmethem for Northeast Diary from AIR News, Agartala.
Our story from Assam today revolves around an organization which is providing its services to the needy during the COVID pandemic. Care U 365 is an organization founded in the year 2013 at Sutia of Vishwanath district with a co-curriculum center. Our Guwahati correspondent Manaswatim Sharma has filed this report.
The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has affected all of us. During this situation, like many others, KRU 365 organization is also serving the people during the days of lockdown in Assam. The significant contributions among it can be noted by activities such as in the field of helping the visually impaired through online platform, assisting the patient, providing health drinks to the COVID warriors and relief materials to the people in hunger and need. The initiative of helping the visually impaired students through an online YouTube platform named Disha for You is unique and also proved to be a very helpful initiative for the visually impaired students during the lockdown. The organization has also conducted an online competition named Samantar 2020 for the specially able children, and participants gave videos in the field of dance and singing, whereas in the category of art and craft, the students participated by giving photos. Krigu Barthakur, the president of the organization, has shared his thoughts.
Our organization KDU 365 has immensely helped the society in the time of the pandemic of COVID-19. Out of the various initiatives, Disha for You initiative is a very good initiative which is meant only for the visually impaired students. During this initiative, we uploaded audio lectures in the YouTube platform with the same name of Disha for You, and in this we uploaded the audio lectures from class 6 to class 12. And apart from the educational audio lectures, we also uploaded motivational lectures, entertainment materials and informational audio lectures. This initiative is very fruitful in the fact that this has helped the visually impaired students to continue their studies during the lockdown. Apart from this, we also conducted an online competition called the Samantar 2020. In this, we organized online competition of dance, singing and art and craft where all the specially impaired students participated. And we are trying our best to help the specially able students in this period of lockdown.
This is Manas Pratim Sharma for Northeast Diary from AR News, Guwahati.
The adversity of the COVID-19 pandemic has presented itself as an opportunity for innovators. West Sikkim's Bisuhang Limbu, a school dropout, has developed a vehicle disinfectant bay which has been installed at various checkposts and facilities by the Sikkim government. Let's hear more about this from our Sikkim correspondent Namo Dixit.
The vehicle disinfecting system developed by Bisuhang Limbu, a young innovator from Badmyok, West Sikkim, is an important part of the screening infrastructure set up at various places across Sikkim to fight COVID-19. The 22-year-old has been innovating various technologies and has exhibited his work at various platforms, including those provided by the National Innovative Foundation. Mr. Limbu speaks about his interest and his latest innovation.
I had made many kinds of scientific models which are related with science like power, solar power, thunderstorm, and etc. During my ITI, I started to innovate the working model like remote switch, security foot mat, electronic dustbin, mechanical broom, mini bike, electric grass cutter machine, and none of this. One day I got an opportunity to tie up with DST where my innovation were valued as they made my link with NIF India, where even grassroots people can also submit their innovation idea and compete for national award. In this present COVID-19, vehicle disinfectant bay technology is working on the principle of spraying. The vehicle disinfectant bay is sanitization solution which works on the principle of spraying disinfectant liquid by using AC motor technology for operation.
4 vehicle disinfecting bays developed by Mr. Limbu are currently in use at Rampur STNM Hospital and Chujathin in East Sikkim and Manli in South Sikkim, while there are plans to install another such facility in the premises of Sikkim Milk Union in the future. With Saikat Sarkar, this is Namo Dixit for Northeast Diary for AIR News, Sikkim.
In order to give a boost to the silk industry and to make the women more self-reliant, a common facilitation under Centre Scheme of Fund for the Regeneration of Traditional Industries was inaugurated at the East Siang district in Arunachal Pradesh on Tuesday. This is an initiative of the Ministry of MSME to promote cluster development. Khadi and Village Industries Commission, KVIC, is the nodal agency for promotion of cluster development for Khadi. A report from our Itanagar correspondent, Rakesh Dole.
With the aim to enhance productivity and competitiveness of Khadi industries and among artisans in the country, Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises has launched a scheme of fund for regeneration of traditional industries. Under the initiative, a common facilitation center was inaugurated at Oyan village in East Siang district of Arunachal Pradesh on Tuesday. Doni Welfare Society will run the center. The General Secretary of the Donyi Welfare Society, Mr. Jitendra Pait, said that various facilities will be provided to the local artisans in the center.
ये CFC में आपका यहाँ का जो क्लस्टर का जो वीवर है, जो आर्टिसन है, तो वो लोग को एक अवसर मिलेगा जैसे यहाँ आके उन लोग का जो बुनाई है, जो काम है वो लोग यहाँ कर सकेगा। उसका जैसे कोई मतलब काम अच्छे से जानते हैं, वो लोग का जो सामग्री है, जिसका पास सामग्री नहीं है वो सब आके यहाँ पे मतलब ये जहाँ पे जो सामग्री यहाँ पे है जो है उसको वो लोग यूज कर सकेगा, जो सुविधा ले सकेगा। जैसे यहाँ वो लोग का जो प्रोडक्ट है, डिज़ाइन डेवलपमेंट हम लोग यहाँ पे पार्ट करेगा, और यहाँ का जो प्रोडक्ट है वो लोग का वो प्रोडक्ट को नेशनल लेवल इंटरनेशनल लेवल में हम लोग उसको प्रमोट करेगा, बायर हम लोग ढूंढेगा वो लोग के लिए। इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी जो लिंगसंग दोन्यी वेलफेयर सोसाइटी जो है वो लिंकअप किया है अब इंडियन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ एंटरप्रेन्योरशिप IIT गुवाहाटी, और हम लोग का जो टेक्निकल एजेंसी जो है आपका EPCS जो एक्सपोर्ट प्रमोशन काउंसिल फॉर हैंडीक्राफ्ट वो टेक्निकल एजेंसी के तौर पे है, और IIT गुवाहाटी जो है आपका नोडल एजेंसी के तौर पे है, और MSME, और इसी में मैं मिनिस्ट्री ऑफ MSME को थैंक्स देना चाहूँगा इम्प्लीमेंटिंग एजेंसी की तरफ से जो हम लोग को स्पॉन्सर करके ये CFC रॉ मटेरियल बैंक वगैरह, जैसे अभी आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल भी है, वही वर्किंग कैपिटल से हम लोग यान वगैरह खरीद के फिर वीवर को बनाने देंगे, हम लोग उसी वही प्रोडक्ट को फिर हम लोग सेल करेगा, फिर करके फिर जो इनकम आएगा, ऐसे इनकम जनरेट होगा, वीवर को भी बहुत काफ़ी फायदा होगा ये क्लस्टर से।
Mr. Pait also says that various new designs will also be taught to the artisans in the Common Facilitation Center, and the society will provide them a platform to market their product at the national and international level. For Notice Diary, this is Rakesh Dole, AR News, Itanagar.
The Prime Minister, in his 69th Mann Ki Baat broadcast on Sunday, said that the innovation in the field of agriculture will bring progress in the country. Mr. Modi mentioned a young innovator from Manipur, Tongbram Bijiyashanti, who produces yarns and tea from national flower lotus. He said that the innovation of this young lady will give an impetus on developing the textile sector. The 27-year-old Bijiyashanti successfully produced lotus tea and lotus yarns, which have become popular in Manipur. More from our Imphal correspondent J.J. Thokchom.
Lotus is our national flower, and the love and respect Bijiyashanti has for this flower is reflected in her innovation. After completing graduation, she started exploring medicinal plants grown around his village Thanga of Bishnupur district, which is at the bank of Loktak Lake. She attended a short course on skill development and started making tea and yarns from the lotus. Now more than 50 women work at different workshops in her enterprises named Sanajing Sanathambal. Speaking to AIR News, Tongbram Bijiyashanti thanks the Prime Minister for recognizing her work and appealed to the people to work together for Atma Nirbhar Bharat.
I am Tongbram Bijiyashanti from Thanga, Manipur. I am extremely happy that my innovation has been recognized and our Honorable Prime Minister mentioned my work in his Mann Ki Baat edition today. After the completion of my graduation, I started working on lotus. Lotus, which is national flower of our nation, and my innovation is making lotus tea from every part of the lotus. After making the tea, I can extract lotus fiber from the stem and make garments like lotus scarf, necktie, shawl, and many other products. Prime Minister has appealed for self-reliance at Atmanirbhar Bharat, and we all need to work towards it to achieve self-sustainable and a better India.
Tongbram Bijiyashanti said that she is working to develop a lotus farm and expand her enterprise. She has also got funds from the Manipur government under the startup scheme. As the clothes made of lotus yarn have medicinal value, their demand is high in the market. The innovation of Bijiyashanti converting lotus stem in very useful ways will surely bring changes in textile sector as said by our Prime Minister. This is J.J. Thoksom from Imphal for Northeast Diary, AIR News.
Destination Northeast 2020 got underway recently with the theme Emerging Delightful Destinations. Inaugurating the event, Home Minister Amit Shah said that Northeast, rich in natural beauty, folk culture and art is fully capable of becoming a major center of world tourism. He said that under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the Northeast region will emerge as one of the favorite tourism and business destinations of India. He said that the destination Northeast 2020, which ran till 30th September, aims to introduce various cultures of the country to each other along with the tourist destinations of the Northeast. He said through this, the whole of India will also get familiar with the vibrant and diverse culture of the Northeast. Mr. Shah said that he has seen tourist places of many states and countries, but the beauty of the Northeast is unparalleled. Northeast is the jewel of India. Without it, the Indian culture is incomplete. While inviting the next ceremony to be held in his constituency Gandhinagar, Mr. Shah said that this will make the people of the Northeast familiar with the culture of Gujarat, and the people of Gujarat will be introduced to the culture of the Northeast.
मैंने नॉर्थ ईस्ट को डिटेल से देखा है। पूर्वोत्तर के बगैर भारत और भारत की संस्कृति दोनों अधूरे हैं। जब तक पूर्वोत्तर की संस्कृति भारतीय संस्कृति के साथ मिलती नहीं है, भारतीय संस्कृति की पूरी कल्पना ही नहीं हो सकती है, क्योंकि पूर्वोत्तर की संस्कृति भारतीय संस्कृति का, भारत का गहना है। पूर्वोत्तर भारत और मिजोरम की अलग प्रकार की एक संस्कृति, ये भारत को संपूर्ण बनाती है। मनोहरी सुंदरता की भूमि, हरा परिदृश्य, नीला जल, सुखद शांति, अनंत विशालता, मंत्रमुग्ध करने वाली स्थानीय आबादी का एक अद्भुत मिश्रण का परिचय पूरी दुनिया को नॉर्थ ईस्ट कराता है। यहाँ प्रकृति का अछूता सौंदर्य है, जनजातीय संस्कृति और सभ्यता है, जीव जंतु, पेड़ पौधों के अलावे लोक संस्कृति कलाओं से भरपूर एक क्षेत्र विश्व भर के पर्यटन का केंद्र बनने के सभी गुण रखता है। और मैं मानता हूँ कि इतनी सारी बोलियां, इतनी सारी भाषाएं शायद ही दुनिया के कभी किसी क्षेत्र के अंदर बोली जाती है। यहाँ का इतिहास समृद्ध है, यहाँ का इतिहास सम्मान और स्वतंत्रता का इतिहास है। हर राज्य ने अपनी पहचान के लिए, अपनी संस्कृति के लिए सालों तक संघर्ष किया है और इसको जस का तस इस सांस्कृतिक नदी प्रवाह को यहाँ तक पहुँचा है। सौंदर्य विशिष्ट प्रदेश, ऐतिहासिक सांस्कृतिक लोक धरोहर, ये टूरिज्म का बहुत महत्वपूर्ण गुणधर्म है जो हमारे यहाँ उपलब्ध है।
Amit Shah said that peace in the Northeast is very important for the economic development, promotion of tourism and employment in the region. The Northeast, which was once in the news due to terrorism, blockade, violence, but now is known for development, tourism, organic farming, industry and startups. The minister said this has been possible due to Prime Minister's leadership in the last 6 years. The Home Minister also said that a lot of work has been done to establish peace in the Northeast. The land border agreement with Bangladesh, Manipur blockade, Bodo agreement and the surrender by 641 cadres of 8 militant groups are among the notable achievements of the NDA government. He said that after becoming Prime Minister, Narendra Modi has visited the Northeast more than 30 times, most by any Prime Minister since independence. He said development is not possible without proper funds. Earlier, plans were made for the development of the Northeast, but the amount allocated for them was very less. The 14th Finance Commission increased the allocation for the Northeast by 251% to 3,13,375 crore rupees, whereas previous government in the 13th Finance Commission had earlier given only 89,168 crore rupees. He said that during the Corona era, the Narendra Modi government has provided all health facilities to the people of the Northeast. During this time, the government provided 7.7 lakh metric tons of food grains to 3.09 crore people. Also, 533 crore rupees under PM Kisan Samman Nidhi and 1,707 crore rupees under Jan Dhan Yojana were directly deposited in the bank accounts of the poor people. The Home Minister said that after independence, the Northeast used to have 20% share in the GDP of the country, but now it has come down drastically. He called for making the Northeast a tourism and industry hub and an IT and organic farming hub to increase the Northeast's participation in the country's GDP by 2024 and make it an important part of the government's Act East policy. Mr. Shah said that under the leadership of the Prime Minister, 8 states of the Northeast region are moving forward in the path of development and the Northeast will soon become a new engine of development for the country.
मैं आप सबसे अपील करना चाहता हूं कि मोदी सरकार ने लक्ष्य रखा है कि 24 तक पूर्वोत्तर को टूरिज्म का सेंटर बना सकते हैं क्या? पूर्वोत्तर के कुछ राज्यों को उद्योग का सेंटर बना सकते हैं क्या? पूर्वोत्तर को हम आईटी का एक बहुत बड़ा हब, कि बच्चे पढ़े लिखे हैं, बच्चों के पास टैलेंट है, उनको एक बहुत बड़ा हब बना सकते हैं क्या? पूर्वोत्तर को ऑर्गेनिक खेती का हब बना सकते हैं क्या? और पूर्वोत्तर की संस्कृति को सजोते हुए हम अगर 20% जीडीपी का लक्ष्य रखते हैं तो मुझे लगता है कि एक्ट ईस्ट की पॉलिसी जो भारत सरकार की है, इसका गेटवे पूर्वोत्तर बन सकता है और पूरे ईस्ट में मटेरियल भेजने का, एक्सपोर्ट करने का और अर्थतंत्र को गति देने का काम पूर्वोत्तर कर सकता है। जरूरत है संकल्प की, मेहनत की और एक साथ आकर काम करने की।
Destination Northeast is a calendar event of the Ministry of Development of Northeastern Region, conceptualized with the objective of taking the Northeast region to other parts of the country and bringing them closer together in order to strengthen national integration. For Destination Northeast 2020, the theme is Emerging Delightful Destinations, which speaks of the tourism destinations emerging stronger and more attractive when the sector picks up momentum. Unveiling the logo and song for the festival, Donor Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh said the Northeastern region will be one of the favorite tourist and business destinations of India post-COVID-19 and will be an important engine of Prime Minister's clarion call of Atmanirbhar Bharat by focusing on vocal for local. He said the event is also an effort to make everyone explore the local destinations rather than going anywhere abroad. The minister said that people should take a pledge to visit local, travel local and explore local, thus giving a boost to the local tourism and hospitality industry. Moreover, he added that by remaining corona-free mostly, Northeast offers a very safe and attractive tourist destination in the entire world.
तो हर कोई अक्सर यही कहता, do something to bring Northeast closer to rest of India, कि कुछ ऐसा कीजिए कि पूर्वोत्तर को शेष भारत के नजदीक लाया जा सके। लेकिन अपने प्रवास के अनुभव से मेरे मन में ये प्रश्न उठा कि क्यों कोई ये नहीं कहता कि ब्रिंग रेस्ट ऑफ इंडिया क्लोज टू नॉर्थ ईस्ट, कि शेष भारत को पूर्वोत्तर के नजदीक लाया जाए, क्योंकि पूर्वोत्तर को शेष भारत से जो सीखना था उससे कहीं अधिक मात्रा में शेष भारत के पास पूर्वोत्तर से सीखने के लिए था। एक अद्भुत क्षेत्र, प्राकृतिक सौंदर्य से माला माल, झील भी, झरने भी, पहाड़ भी, वादियां भी, अपने ढंग का हैंडलूम, अपने ढंग का हैंडीक्राफ्ट, एक अनोखी संस्कृति, लोगों में शालीनता, शिक्षा का इतना ऊंचा स्तर के किसी भी राज्य में 95% से कम लिटरेसी रेट नहीं था। और इसलिए ये कल्पना में आया कि हम डेस्टिनेशन नॉर्थ ईस्ट के माध्यम से पूर्वोत्तर को देश के भिन्न भिन्न भागों में रेप्लिकेट करेंगे, ताकि लोगों के ध्यान में आए कि आखिर पूर्वोत्तर है क्या, व्हाट नॉर्थ ईस्ट इज ऑल अबाउट।
India is not only the second largest populated country in the world or one of the largest democracies, India is also known for its rich cultural heritage. The country is well acclaimed for its rich languages and bountiful cultural ethos and customs. Alongside our people, varying with region and community, produce plenty of traditional goods, products, crops, fruits which are found unique in particular areas in terms of form, design, size, taste and beauty. Today we'll talk about a highly rich and traditional weaving style of Mizoram, which is known as Puan. The Puan have different styles for men and women, and the color, motif and design has a cultural significance to the Mizo society. We now go over to our Aizawl correspondent Irene for more details.
Handloom and weaving is an integral part of Mizo life since time immemorial. In the state, women are the sole weavers, and their craftwork have made them empowered, skilled and self-reliant. One of the most important handmade clothing made by Mizo women is Puan. The Puan may be described as a piece of cloth worn like a skirt. More than 30 varieties of puan are produced by the women today, and each variety is differentiated by their motifs and stripes to make cultural significance. Women wear them in different social and cultural functions as per the social customs and rituals. This is widely believed that the puan is truly a testimony of the Mizo women's creative talent.
With that, we have come to the end of this edition of Northeast Diary. Do join us next week to hear more stories from this enchanting part of India. Bye-bye.